Hi, this is me, a simple Minecraft player, intensely wondering how I can make my world more lively. Well, if you have the same question, watch this video to find out. Sure, you might build builds in your Minecraft world, but how do you really link them together and give it a sense that someone actually lives here? Well, in this video, I'm going to show you guys a few ways to really bring together your Minecraft world. Alright, so welcome back to another video in our survival world. And today, like I said, I'm going to be focusing on some smaller elements that really just tie together the whole world. So as you can see here, I'm walking through my survival world, and these are kind of most of the builds I have at this moment. So I have a lot of bigger builds, like buildings like a house, a trading hall, a tavern, and some other stuff. But what I really want to focus on today are the smaller little storytelling elements that really bring together the world, which is something I feel like is honestly a huge part in anybody's Minecraft world. Now, what I want to do first is not something that's a super small detail, more of a bigger detail, but something I don't have yet in this world, and that thing is bridges, because as you see here, my world has a lot of like rivers and waterways, and I want to make sure I'm really making it look like someone could live here by maybe adding a bridge, because most of the time I just kind of swim through the river. But if I had a bridge here, it could really look like people who live here use this bridge to move from one area of land to the other. So we're gonna start off with a time lapse, and I'm gonna build a bridge. So let's go. Alright, the bridge is finished, and I honestly think it looks amazing. I made sure to make it wide enough for a horse to be able to like comfortably walk on this, because obviously most of the time I'm not going to be just walking on this like this. I'm going to be bringing my horse, because that is my main mode of transportation right now. But I love the way it looks. I made sure to incorporate shelves and trapdoors just because I wanted to add more of like a barrier edge on here. But if I were to use fences here, it would float, and I do not like how that looks. So I kind of improvised, used trapdoors and shelves, and I think it looks pretty good. I kind of honestly wanted to use the shelves on these areas too, but I kept the trapdoors just for a little bit of like change, because I felt it might look a little too repetitive if I put the shelves there too, but I can always make a change in the future. I'm honestly really happy with it. I was scared that it would be too long of a bridge, but I think it fits pretty nicely right here. What we're going to have to do next though is fix our path. As you can see, our path goes up to this point right here, and it stops right here because this was where I was intending to put a bridge, but I put one there. So what we're gonna have to do is move the path like right over here, and I'm not sure what I'm gonna do because this point just kind of goes out for no reason. Maybe I can put a little build here, I'm not sure. I think I'm just gonna like leave it the way it is for now, but we'll see. I can maybe make a little boat dock. See, I have a boat right here. That is actually a great idea, and I think I'm gonna do it. Yeah, this could be a nice little boat dock, because I could also have some boats in here. Okay, that's good. So let's just quickly reposition the path to go to there. Okay, so I'm actually not gonna get rid of this path down here, because if I go into free cam, it makes sense for there to be a little split off to here and then one to keep going up here if we are going to indeed put a boat dock here. But one change I do want to make over here is to get rid of some of these trees, because like these trees kind of like block your sight, and it would make it a little harder to see the boat dock. I'm not quite sure what I'm going to do with all this sugarcane. I don't know if I should leave it. I'm not in love with the way it looks contrasting with the grass and like leaves of everything. It's a little bright, but maybe we'll leave it for now. I'm not sure. But something that I do want to do before we get into working on the boat dock over there is what I said earlier, which would be working on another tiny bridge over here. I think this can kind of help out with the idea of like bringing more life to the world, because obviously if there is a village here, people aren't going to be all entering from one bridge. There's going to be multiple. So I think it'd be nice to have another one here, and we're probably going to put one down there eventually, but not in today's episode. So let's put a bridge in right here. And I know you guys love time lapses, of course, right? You love time lapses. So here's another one. Okay, we are done. So this is our second bridge we have built in this world, and honestly, I really, really like it. Let's back up so we can just get a better look, but it looks really good. There is a little bit of obstruction with this down here. It's kind of messing it up, but otherwise, I kind of love the way it looks. It's smaller, it's simpler. Because of that, I was able to add more like detail, so it looks like there's a lot more going on compared to the other one. I just really like it. There's just something about like the simple arch that really makes me enjoy it. So now that we're done with this bridge, we can move on to something else. So I think what's calling to me right now is all the way over there. I think I really want to add a boat dock right around here. I think this is a perfect spot to do it, because we can go over here or we can go over here, and that is kind of the port to like the sea, and I think that'd be really nice. But I'm sure you guys are pretty tired of time lapses by now, so I am gonna kind of talk out my thought process on camera here. And if you don't want to see this, you can just skip to when it is over. Something that I tend to do a lot in Minecraft that I think is really helpful for like bringing your builds to life is thinking how something would be made in real life. So like for a bridge, you would think, oh, where would the support beams go? And I don't really know where the support beams would go, but I would guess around areas where it's kind of going up or going down. So, like here, let's think, where would boats usually arrive? Well, they'd probably be arriving from a village or a canal, which this is not a canal, but you know what I mean. We would have boats positioned up around here, and a bit of a dock could go here and maybe look nice too, but I'm kind of scared because I wanted to make a fishing dock over here as well. And two docks right next to each other, I'm not sure how that would look. We're gonna make kind of just a small little area right here for boats to arrive. It's not gonna be a super big point of interest for your eye. And then what we can do over here to kind of bring it to life more is like put like a bulletin board here, because usually if someone's arriving to this area, it's kind of like, or like a welcome sign, something kind of like that would be put here, and that would look really nice. So let's get to work resource gathering, and then let's start putting this together. So first, of course, we're gonna need a lot of boats, and I want to use a little bit of a mix of oak boats and spruce boats, because something that really helps it, and I did it with this bridge over here, is kind of mixing wood types, because if all of this was spruce, it would just look really repetitive. So I put this little line of oak in there, and I think it helped it look really, really nice. So that's kind of what we're going to be doing with the boats here. Now, something that I've really been wanting to try to use lately has been campfires. I've used them a bit in my world with like my house and the horse stable, but I think they would look really nice for like a solid base of the dock here. So we're also going to try that out. I don't think I have any, and they're kind of complicated to craft, aren't they? Campfire. Yeah. Okay, I need full, okay. And coal and sticks. Yeah, they are expensive. Okay, so let's go ahead and start setting down the dock, which will be made out of campfires. They have to be facing the same way. Okay, that's as many as we can place on, that looks like. Definitely a long enough dock. Okay. It is a little thin, I'm not gonna lie. Maybe we should take a few of them off the end and make it a 3 wide dock. I'm not quite sure. Okay, yeah, let's try that. I don't have enough, but let's just see if I like the way this looks even. Yeah, I think it's definitely gonna have to be a 3 wide dock, but this looks like a fine length for it. but I will just have to fill this in later. Let's see, I was thinking about using spruce signs around the edges. Okay, yeah, the signs definitely look good. I'm wondering if I should use oak signs instead though. It's upsetting me the fact that I don't have enough to finish the dock, and I kind of feel like this dock should be a little bit longer. Okay, this dock is definitely long enough. I think it looks fine. It does. I'm a little scared of the contrast to the big bridge we have here, but I think it will be fine. If anything happens, I'm just gonna have to move it in the future, and that's not that big of a deal. Maybe I'll move it over here, maybe I'll move it over there. It's not too big of a deal. Let's now add the signs. Let's see if oak signs or spruce signs look better. Oh, I'm kind of liking oak. Maybe we should use oak signs here. It might look nice because we use a lot of spruce, so using oak might really improve how it looks. I am gonna run out though. Okay, the dock is looking pretty good. Now what we're gonna do is add the boats. So I'm gonna kind of just like place them kind of here, a few just like around. Okay, let's see how that looks. Yeah, that doesn't look too bad. They're a little bit kind of ugly, but you know, it serves a purpose, and it doesn't have to be like so beautiful and meticulous because it is just supposed to look like some people actually arrived in boats to come here. So now we have to think more real life and think that this probably isn't just floating. It probably has some sort of support under it. So we got to figure out what we're going to use for that. We could use just spruce. But I was kind of thinking more along the lines of maybe if I could use some fence posts for kind of like skinnier supports. I think that could look pretty good. Let's go see how that looks. Also, I feel like I should say that this part of the world used to be like a lot uglier, but after the addition of like these things, it's looking a lot better, and I'm really happy about that. Ignore this. This will be fixed in the future. It's not a priority right now. But let's put these down. I think this could look pretty good. Yeah, and the connect. Okay, let's do this. Okay, yeah, I like that actually a lot. Could even add like another one down here just for extra like support like look. Because when you're doing such like a small like build like this, it's just only 3 blocks long, you don't need big blocks holding it up. So when there's kind of some smaller blocks holding it up, it makes it look actually proportional, and I really like that look. So now I want to work on a little like, I think what would be nice is like a bulletin board right here. I'm not sure how this would really look though, so I'm a little skeptical. That does not look very good. I don't think it can work well if it's like slanted like this, so maybe we could put it like over here. That could work nicely. Yeah, here could be a nice spot to put it. Okay, what actually might look good is if we do like this. Could look nice. That looks better, so let's get this built. Okay, it's getting dark, so I'm gonna try to finish this up before I have to go to sleep. But we're just gonna place random signs on here. And I don't know what to put on them yet, but they are gonna have things on them. Like, they are gonna have things that say stuff. But maybe if you guys have any ideas in the comments for what should be put on here, like cute little like oh, like wanted criminal, you know, not that that's cute, but you know what I mean. Anything to put here would be nice. But I think this is starting to look pretty nice. Hey guys, it's editing me. I'm just doing a voiceover. I'm sorry I had to interrupt the video like this, but that board is horrendous. I'm so sorry. I can't believe I just said it looked pretty nice. It's awful. I'm sorry, it just looks really bad. I don't know why I'm so proud of it. We're definitely gonna have to do something about that in the future, but for now, I'll let you guys get back to the video. I do want to place a crafting table here, just to have one here, because it makes sense if somebody's passing through, they might want to use the crafting table, you know. And maybe we can put down like a little bench. Would be cute. Don't know where I'd put it though. Like right back here could be a nice spot for a bench. Yeah. Okay, we can have a little spot if you have a horse to put it to tie the lead. Okay, so I think I am done with this area. It looks quite nice. I mean, it's really like kind of filling up with random things. This is also going to make a fishing dock, but later in the world I do want to make a little like fishing village house, but that will be farther over there. But the last thing I want to do in this episode to tie this world together and kind of bring some little life to it is I want to add like a little camp. So nobody knows this, but when I first started this world I didn't record from day one, but when I first started, in place of this house I had a little tent and it was made out of wool and fence gates and it was so cute. And I want to make one of those around here, maybe somewhere like kind of out in a kind of untouched area. Maybe over here could be cute, maybe over there. I think we might do like over here if we can level out a little area. I think it'd be kind of like an ode to when I first started playing here in this world, and I think it could be super cute. So why don't we do it right here? It could be cute. Make some space. Later in this world I do want to add a lot more of these though, just like kind of anywhere around the village or on the world to show, to kind of make it seem like the world is like lived in, like there was like a wanderer who was just like passing through and set up camp and forgot to take it down, you know, like just to kind of give it that like lively look to it. Hey guys, it's editing me again, and I know I said I'd let you guys just watch the video, but I just wanted to say that I recorded this about 2 or 3 weeks ago because I knew I was going to go on vacation, and I'm editing it now being back. And I don't know how many of you guys have seen the new Minecraft Live, but they are adding a feature exactly like this in vanilla Minecraft. They're going to add little camps around the world, like as random structures you can find. And I think it's so funny that I was literally talking about adding that into my world, and then like 2 weeks later it gets announced that this is going to be something in vanilla. I guess I will really let you guys get back to the video this time. So right here, thankfully I have one campfire left over. We can put that down right there. I want to make like a little like spot to sit on a log. I think that could be super cute. Okay, that is super cute. Now I need to get some wool for the tent. Okay, so I brought back some wool, kind of a lot. Hopefully I won't have to use all of it. I am gonna chop down these trees. I'm gonna replant them, but I just need a little bit more space. So they're gonna have to go for now. What is the tool you're supposed to break wool with? Because it's kind of hard to break with anything. Oh, shears. Oh my gosh, I'm so slow. Okay, this looks pretty good. Let's just make it longer now. And then this. Okay, now we have a cute little tent. So inside the tent, I actually want to put a crafting table and a furnace. Oh, and we should totally add a bed. That would look so nice. Just gonna steal the bed from my own house, but it's okay, I have 2. Okay, I think this looks really, really cute. And it's just like a little bit of storytelling. It's like there was somebody who set up a little camp here. Let's look at it from above. Yeah, it looks really good. I'm loving the way that all these tiny little details are just really making the world come together. Like this right here, this right here, this right here. It's really adding like that little extra detail that I need to just love my world a little bit more. Now I hope if you guys have watched this far that you found at least a few of these ideas to be good enough to add into your own world, because that would be amazing if you guys did. But this is where I'm going to end the video. Tell me if you want to see more videos like this where I'm giving out tips, or more adventurous episodes of my survival world. And I hope if you're new here that you'll decide to stick around and subscribe. I will see you guys in the next video, which should hopefully be out soon. Goodbye!